The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mora, Minnesota for tonight's town ball action between the Isanti Redbirds and the Mora Blue Devils. Good evening, everybody. I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. So excited to be out here in Mora to cover this Eastern Mini League game between the Redbirds and your Blue Devils here on nice 95.5 FM KBEK. You know, after the rainy day we had, after all that rain that we accumulated, actually isn't a bad night. It's a little bit chilly, I'll give you that. If we're looking at July and we're talking about, how hot is it? Well, hot is a strong word for how the weather is right now. But taking a look at the temperature, 58 degrees. So, yes, for July, this is frigid. Let's just be honest. This is frigid for July. But when we're looking at the overall grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of things of it being rainy today, the weather's supposed to not be only supposed to be getting colder. I will take this. This is not bad. This is not a bad thing, a bad night for some baseball. Again, a little bit on the chillier side, and it's going to get a little bit colder, but overall, not a bad night. The wind is a little bit higher at 11 miles an hour, but it is still a gorgeous night here in Mora. Again, this makes you feel like it's football weather. It makes you feel more like end of September into October, like you're sitting out getting Friday night lights going, but this is still a decent night for some baseball here in Mora, Minnesota, as we prepare for tonight's game. As we take a look at these two teams coming into tonight, these two play out of different divisions. The Blue Devils play in the north in the Eastern Mini, and the Redbirds in the south. Now, Eastern Mini, or the Isanti Redbirds, come in with a 10-6 overall record, but a 9-3 record in league play. That is good enough for first in the Southern Division of the Eastern Mini League. And they have won one game in a row. For the Mora Blue Devils, they are overall 12-5 and 8-4 in the Eastern Mini League. They have won 5. Yes, count them up. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. Their last loss was when they turned to 7-5. Now they are 12-5. And believe it or not, they are one of the top scoring teams in the league. The Eastern Mini North houses the top scoring teams in the league, the top 4. Those top 4 are the Hinckley Knights at 176, then the Quama Cubs at 149, the Princeton Panthers at 146, and the Mora Blue Devils at 125 runs, 125 runs for. And they only give up 71 runs. That's a pretty good runs for against average. I'm no math whiz, but that is about, what is that? Let me do math. 54 runs in the good, so a plus 54, if you will. The next closest one, let's see. The Princeton Panthers are doing pretty good. They're plus 66 in that department. Isanti Redbirds are just under 60 at about, 54? Plus 54, not too bad either. So, but the best is obviously the Princeton Panthers, but Mora Blue Devils right behind them with the second in runs for against average. So, not too bad. This Mora Blue Devils team has really gotten on a roll here as of late, and they look to continue that here tonight against a very good Isanti Redbirds team. Now, taking a look at some of the Isanti Redbirds leaders, batting-wise, they have, a ton batting in the 4 and 300s. It starts with Lind at 437, then Duong at 409, Hubbard at 406, Jones at 403. Then you go to Green, who's batting 387, 364 for Smith, and 348 for Lamson. Those are the guys in the 3 and 400s. Then obviously pitching, Green actually leads the team, does not have an ERA, has a 0 ERA. 2 wins, 1 loss, 36 strikeouts, but that would not be the team lead. No, the team lead would be Bray. That's Phil Bray. He's been pitching here for forever, much like Ben Sickler, if you're a Hinckley fan. Bray has a 3-1 record, 65 strikeouts, and a .67 ERA. He has just been the example of excellence his time in the league. And then you've got Smith, who is the third on the list with a 1-1 record, 28 strikeouts, and a 1.93 ERA. So the top three guys really know how to throw that ball, and they do it so well. Not too many fans out here yet, and I'm saying yet because I see cars still piling in. So sooner than later, we'll get to somewhat full here. It is a chilly night, so if you're not coming out, a great way to listen and or watch this game is on our YouTube channel. If you're watching this in our YouTube channel and you know people who want to listen and or watch, be sure to tell them, hey, go to Q Media Sports on YouTube, press that subscribe button, because anytime we go live with a local sporting event, you'll be able to get that notification. Just click on it, and then it will bring you right to the live video. Or if they're looking to listen on the radio because they're in the car and you can't look at your phone when you're in the car, tell them to tune in to 95.5 FM KBEK. And if they're out of our, service range, if they're outside of St. Cloud or past Grantsburg, Wisconsin, or past Forest Lake, tell them, hey, you can download the KBEK mobile app in the the App Store, Apple App Store, and Google Play. Either way, they are free, so don't worry, you won't have to pay for anything, and especially if you're watching and or listening on our stations. If it ever asks you for your credit card or anything when you're watching or listening to a game on our stations and our YouTube, don't click it, don't buy into it. That is not true. We will not ask you to pay to listen and or watch our streams for sports. We will never ask you to pay to watch sports on our YouTube. So just want to give that as a quick reminder. But, yes, the Isanti Redbirds, they have, I don't remember a year that since I've been broadcasting town ball that they haven't been on the top of the Eastern Mini South Division. Well, it's been a few names, but the Eastern Mini South, their division that they play in, I don't remember a time they haven't been on top of it. It's been close this year. North Branch and Chisago Lakes right now are tied for second. They're both 2 games behind the Isanti Redbirds. North Branch has won a game, and Chisago Lakes has now lost 2 in a row. That puts North Branch at a tie with the Chisago Lakes Bulldogs. But don't count out the East Bethel Bandits. They're right there in the hunt. They're 2.5 games out of that first place spot. So it's going to come down to the last week here of play for these teams to decide who's going to be at the top of that division and be the division winner. Now, does that play at all into playoffs? I don't think so, because we have teams across A League, C League, or B League, and C League. So does it really matter going into playoffs? I mean, it probably does to the team themselves, because they get to say, hey, we're division winners. Let's go out there and represent our division and show why we were division winners in the playoffs. That I understand. But other than that, I don't think it makes too much of a difference if you win your division or not in the playoff scheme of things. I could be wrong, but I don't believe that is the case. Of course, Princeton Panthers, Hinckley Knights going at it here tonight over on Fox 9. So if you want to catch that one, that is over there. That one, let's see. Let's see if we can't get that up here and put that on, or at least get you updates for it. I know the Princeton Panthers do a really good job over there. And this has, this has been just an excellent week for some town ball. Of course, Princeton and Hinckley, 2 of the top teams. Currently, it is 3-1. The Knights lead the Panthers in the bottom of the first, 2 outs. And the Panthers are up to bat. So a really good first inning for the Knights there, as they take a 3-1 lead. And now we see the throw back to the pitcher goes over. I believe it's Isaiah Brennan on the mound tonight for the Hinckley Knights, if any of you are wondering. Could be wrong, but I believe that's who it is. And the throw back to him after a pitch went into the center field, so that moves a runner into third and second. Let's just give you a quick update from that game. Meanwhile, on this one again, it'll be Mora and Isanti getting set to go at it here very, very shortly. And I mean very shortly. So, with that, what we're going to do is we're going to take a commercial break. We're going to hear a word from our fine sponsors. Then what we're going to do, we're going to come back after the national anthem and starting lineups have been announced, and then we'll be set for first pitch here in Mora.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this? Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Minnesota Twins baseball.
Twins 2, Blue Jays nothing, ninth inning. The 0-2 to Varsho. He struck him out! Twins win! Twins
Every
win!
hit, home run, or strikeout on the boat, on the lawnmower, or at work. All the action is right here.
This is Royce Lewis.
This is Ryan Jeffers.
Hey, Twins fans, this is Rocco Baldelli. You can catch Twins baseball all season long right here
The Twins!
on Cool Country 100.9 WCMP.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Physical therapy. It's one of those services you don't think about until you need it. Pain happens. Count on the team at Physical Therapy Consultants to help. Physical Therapy Consultants, with locations in Zimmerman, St. Francis, Andover, Ham Lake, and recently merged North Branch and Isanti, accept all insurance plans, workers' comp, and auto. Their expertise can help you and your body repair. Find out how Physical Therapy Consultants can help you heal. Call 1-888-THERAPY today. That's 1-888-THERAPY. Physical Therapy Consultants.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Make your next stop the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. Right now, save on all your favorites, like Monster Energy Drinks, 4 for $8. Lots of Matzo Pizzas are 2 for $16.99. And those famous meal deals, hot dog or hot snack, chips, and an extra large pop for $3. Or any breakfast or lunch sandwich, hash brown, and 16-ounce Ghost, Bang, or C4 for just $5. Plus, propane is only $3.99 a gallon. You gotta stop somewhere, so make it the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. Aurelius Manufacturing has been providing innovative solutions to customers since 1926. Specializing in the production of custom welded hydraulic cylinders for over 40 years, our focus is on providing value to customers through innovative problem solving, quality workmanship, and customer service. Our team works with your team to develop designs that provide the most value for your application. We leverage technology and craftsmanship, turning designs into finished products quickly and accurately. Aurelius Manufacturing is a proud sponsor of the Brand Bombers.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBK. We are just about set for first pitch and looking at the starting lineup. On defense for the Blue Devils, it'll be number 1, Nathan Nelson on the mound pitching. Then behind the plate catching will be Josh Norby. At first, it's number 13, Wyatt Foss. At second, it is number 20, Owen Zoka. Then at third, Nick Hoffman, number 40. At short, it'll be number 24, Derek Graves. Then in left, it's number 15, Austin Peterson. In center, number 5, Logan Graves. And in right, it'll be number 26, Bryce Norby. And leading it off for the Redbirds is number 21, Packy Lind. So Lind will lead things off here for the Redbirds as we take a look at Lind and his stats this season, batting .437 with 16 RBIs and 2 home runs on the season. Nelson with the first pitch. In there for strike one. Nathan Nelson, again, the starting pitcher. First pitch at 7:36 p.m. Nathan Nelson with an 0-1 count against Lind. Here's the pitch. That one's going to miss outside for ball one. Again, a little bit blustery here this evening, so you might hear that in the microphone. Other than that, still a pretty decent night. This one is swung on and hit out towards left field. Left fielder under it, backs up a couple steps and makes the grab for out number 1. So one down now for the Redbirds. Austin Peterson with the catch. And now coming to the plate is Ethan Smith. He will wear number 13. That's how you say it. He'll step into the right-handed batter's box for the Redbirds with one down and nobody on. That one he did get a piece of. He will foul it into the backstop. Actually went right through the legs of the catcher Norby, so it'll be an 0-1 count for Ethan Smith. Showing bunt, pulls back on the attempt, but the ball is in there for strike 2 anyways. So 0-2 now the count for Ethan Smith. And the next pitch he does get, and that's going to just get by the second baseman for a base hit. A single there for Ethan Smith, and now to the plate comes Troy Jones, who will wear number 2.
Brings up their shortstop, number 2, Troy Jones.
Troy Jones on the season, batting .403, 18 RBIs to lead the team, and 3 home runs. Man at first, one down, Nathan Nelson readies. And the pitch. That's in there for strike 1. I like Isanti's take here. They're taking basically every first pitch. They're not swinging. Meanwhile, if we take a look at the pitcher stats. Meanwhile, we get a check at first, but he is back in plenty of time. Nathan Nelson on the season has pitched 34 2/3 innings with a 4-3 record. This next pitch misses for ball one. He has a 4.67 ERA with 43 strikeouts. That is second on the team to Derek Graves, who has 56. This one is in there for strike two. Jones gets a look at the umpire as if to say, hey, come on, man. So now 1-2 count for Troy Jones. And the pitch from Nelson. Takes a glance over at first before he threw that one in there, and that misses for ball two. Even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nelson readies. And the 2-2. That's inside. Well, actually, it's inside so much that it actually got him. So Jones is hit by the pitch, and that will move him up to first. And we'll have runners at first and second, 1 down. Coming to the plate now is number 8, Marcus Hubbard.
Brings up the third baseman, number 8, Marcus Hubbard.
Hubbard coming to the plate with 2 on. Again, only 1 down. Nelson with the pitch. That one is swung on and hit out towards straightaway center, and there to make the grab and throw it in time to keep the runner at second is the center fielder. So 2 down now. Nice grab there by Logan Graves. And coming to the plate now is Brent Tholen for the Redbirds, wearing number 5. Nelson readies, and the pitch. That one in there outside part of the plate for strike 1. And the throw down to third is going to get him. They tried to steal Ethan Smith, but kind of had no chance as he's thrown out there. Great throw by Josh Norby. So Josh Norby with the throw down to third gets him for out number 3, and that will do it for the top of this inning. Well, they had 2 runners on, but they tried to be aggressive and wind up getting thrown out. He really, did not get a good jump there, and just a great read by the catcher. Great throw as well by Josh Norby. Now to look at how the Isanti Redbirds will line up defensively. On the mound and pitching is the one and only Phil Bray, wearing number 35. Behind the plate and catching for him is number 22, Luke Selkin. Then, over at first is number 13, Ethan Smith. At second, it will be number 21, Packy Lind. At third, it's number 8, Marcus Hubbard. And then at short, it'll be number 2, Troy Jones. In the outfield, it looks like this. Over in left is Brandon Camprud. We're in number 33. In center, it is number 5, Brent Tholen. And in right, it'll be number 30, Tyler Hand. So 1 hit, no runs for the Redbirds there. No errors by Mora in the top of the first. And it is the Blue Devils' turn. I struggled to not say Mustangs. That's just because that's the high school team here. So if you hear me say that, I apologize. We are covering the Blue Devils town ball team. Phil Bray, I've got to watch him once or twice in his career, and I guess in mine as well as a broadcaster. Been very, very, just excellence again in town ball. But leading it off for the Mora Blue Devils will be number 5, Logan Graves.
Leading off for the Blue Devils in the bottom of the first inning. This is center fielder number 5. Logan.
We'll go ahead and try and pull up the batting stats for the Blue Devils. Graves is batting .353 with 6 RBIs as he takes strike 1. Graves in the left-hander batter's box. The pitch on the way from Bray. Showing bunt, pulls back, and that misses for ball 1. The 1-1 on the way from Bray. Swing and a miss there from Graves. Now a 1-2 count for the leadoff man for the Blue Devils. And the pitch on the way. That will miss and even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Phil Bray has been playing for a while. We'll see if we can't pull up and figure out how long he's been batting with the team. Next one is swung on, hit towards the shortstop. Makes the backhanded glove play. The throw to first, is just in time for out number 1. So 1 down for the Blue Devils. And now coming to plate is number 1, the pitcher, Nathan Nelson. So Phil Bray, shall we see how long he's been playing? Well, they've only got stats back to 2017. Now, is that his entire career? I would say no, but maybe. But I would again say that probably not. Meanwhile, the first pitch in here to Nathan Nelson is in there for strike 1. He thought about it, then holds off, and that is inside for ball 1. One on the way. Nelson swings and misses at that one, and that's strike 2. The 1-2. Just did get a piece of it, fouls it back, and keeps count 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way from Bray. That's low, and that's ball 2. So a 2-2 count for Nathan Nelson, the number 2 batter, who wears number 1. Bray, the 2-2. And Nelson will just get a piece of that one. He'll want that one back. That was a pretty good pitch to offer at. Just didn't get enough of it, and he fouled it into the netting. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. As that one misses for ball 3. We'll get a time call now for Nathan Nelson. And back to it. A full count. Well, Bray's going to take an extra moment for himself as well before getting back on the mound. Full count pitch on the way. And that stays high for ball 4. So Nathan Nelson draws the walk. And now it is a runner at first with 1 down. Now coming to plate is Austin Peterson wearing number 15. Nice, I'm disturbed as his walk-up music. I love it. Bray the pitch. That one had some movement on it late, but it's in there for strike 1 anyways, and Peterson just didn't want to offer at that one. The 0-1. That's in there, and it runs at 0-2 now for Austin Peterson. 1 down runner at first. Here's going to look to protect here. 0-2 on the way. And that one just does miss, and Peterson thought about it but holds off, and now the count 1-2. Pitch on the way. Checks the runner at first. They'll get him into a rundown, and he'll be tagged out going to second. With Phil Bray being a lefty, that is the turn to first can be a little complicated because you're throwing out a little bit of an angle, but that worked out that time. And Bray, the way he pitches, you never really are sure if he's going to go to first anyways. So the 1-2 count now to Austin Peterson, 2 down. That one misses for ball 2. So that'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the bottom of the first for the Blue Devils. Bray with the 2-2. And that stays high. And that'll run the count full for Austin Peterson. Bases are clear for the Blue Devils as Peterson just tries to extend the inning with a base hit here. The pitch on the way. And Peterson swings and misses, and that will be out number 3. Well, 1, 2, 3 in a different sort of way for the Blue Devils. No hits, no runs, no errors for either side in that first inning, and that will bring us to the second inning. So, no score after one whole inning, and we'll keep it here as we let you listen to commercials long enough during the anthem and starting lineup announcements. We'll keep it here. And as I mentioned, Phil Bray just, again, the stats go back to 2017. I don't know if that's his entire career. It could be. But he has pitched over 550 innings. He has only given up 6 home runs. He has struck out 765 batters and has a career ERA of 1.09. His highest ERA in a season was back in 2022 when he had a 2.17. There are MLB pitchers that would die to have that ERA at the end of the season, and that's his worst season, according to the Isanti Redbirds website. So, just very impressive, Phil Bray. Like I said, I think I've only got to watch him once or twice, and I'm just so happy that I've been able to watch him because, he's. I feel like he's been in the league for forever, which he may have, But as long as I've been broadcasting, he's been playing for the Redbirds, so pretty impressive. Now coming to the plate, Brent Tholen. He'll actually come to the plate again. He was at the plate in the first, but runner from second going to third was thrown out by the catcher. He was caught. So Tholen will swing, and I think he did just get a piece of that one as it winds up underneath the catcher for strike 1. That one is in there for strike 2, so now the count for Tholen is 1 ball and 2 strikes. I want to thank all of you who are tuning in and listening. I know my kiddos are tuning in real quick. Give a shout out to Grayson and Owen tuning in here tonight. Thanks to Mom for getting them on air. Jordan, appreciate you. 2-2 on the way. That one just misses inside, and it will run the count full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 from Nathan Nelson. That is in there for strike 3. Tholen thought he had a walk. Instead, it turns into a strikeout looking for out number 1. So 1 down now for the Redbirds, and coming to the plate is Brandon Camprud.
Left fielder, number 33, Brandon Camprud.
And he's their left fielder today. The first pitch to him misses, and that's ball 1. The next pitch is swung on and fouled backwards and out of play into the weeds behind us. So that will move the count to 1-1. Camprud on the season, batting .263 with 4 RBIs. Next pitch to him is in there for strike 2. Nathan Nelson in between. He doesn't take too long in between pitches. He does a pretty good job of moving quickly. The 1-2 on the way. In there, and again, another strikeout looking. This the second one.
Nathan Nelson and the Blue Devils. That brings up the right fielder, number 30, Tyler Hand.
So now coming to the plate with 2 down is Tyler Hand, wearing number 30, that is 30. First pitch swinging, and that one out towards right. It's popped up and grabbed by the right fielder for out number 3. A quick 1-2-3 inning for the Redbirds. No hits, no runs, and again, no errors by the Blue Devils, and that will bring us to the bottom of the second inning. Very quick top of the second, and we'll now move forward. It is, again, it's a little chillier of a night, but I tell you what, it could be worse. It definitely could be worse. I'm kind of enjoying this. Kind of reminds me again of some Friday night lights type of weather where we're getting into September, close to October. Weather's starting to get just that much chillier. The breeze is still not got that, crispness to it to where it's like, oh, man, I need gloves. But it's close. But this is still, I will take this over winter, for no doubt. But again, for July, it is frigid for July. Don't get me wrong. I would much rather take 85 degrees and a little breezy than 60, but this still ain't bad. It's just getting us ready for high school sports coming up in the fall. That's all it's doing. 70th Game Day coming out here in Mora. So coming to the plate now for the Blue Devils will be number 26, Bryce Norby. Norby will step into the left-handed batter's box. Phil Bray on the mound for the Redbirds tonight. The pitch to Norby is in there for strike one. I've been really impressed with both teams kind of waiting and taking the first pitch and just kind of seeing what these pitchers have. Next one is inside, though, misses for ball one. Taking a look at Norby's stats on the season, batting .324, 7 RBIs and a home run. This one, a roller in the grass. The first baseman will grab it and underhand it to Bray, the pitcher, at first for out number one.
Ground out to the first baseman.
So that will be the first out for the Blue Devils, and now to the plate is number 40, Nick Hoffman.
Number 40, Nick Hoffman.
Hoffman stepping into the right-handed batter's box. The underhands it. And pitches it actually over Hoffman. The first pitch is a ball. And he comes and fires one back in there for strike one. He and Hoffman, two veterans, have been playing the sport for a while. Next pitch is in there for strike two. So he gave him the underhand, kind of slow pitch ball, and then has come back with two pretty good pitches. Has Bray. Love to see it. 1-2 count. Bray coming back with the pitch now, and Hoffman will get it in to right field for a base hit. So Hoffman will win that so-called battle, if you will. And he's on first with the base hit. So the first hit of the evening for the Blue Devils, and now to the plate is number 24, Derek Graves.
Number 24, Derek Graves.
First pitch to him in there, strike one. Talked about Derek Graves a little bit here. Derek Graves on the season batting .293 with 8 RBIs. Good enough for fourth on the team. Next pitch is in there, strike two. The old Bray's done a good job, even though it's only the second inning in the fifth batter faced. I think every single one of his pitches have been strike one, except for that, that comedy throw he kind of threw to Hoffman. Meanwhile, this pitch is going to miss and get away from the catcher, but he's back quickly, and Hoffman not going to take a chance at going to second, so he'll stay at first. 1-2 count for Graves. That one is swung on, and that's going to go out of play. So Graves staying alive with a 1-2 count. Bray with the 1-2. This one is swung on, and that's into foul territory. First baseman running after it and unable to get to it in time. So that will fall for a foul ball for Derek Graves, and He stays alive at the plate. Blue Devils in their white uniforms tonight. I think they're blue or black pinstripes. The blue letters and numbers outlined in that black. Those blue hats with the Blue Devil, I think it's the pitchfork on the front. Meanwhile, the 1-2 again to Graves is inside. That'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down here in the bottom of the second for the Blue Devils. The 2-2 from Bray. Graves gets a hold of that one, but it's out towards center, enough for the fielder to get underneath it and make the grab for out number 2. So 2 down now for the Blue Devils, and coming to the plate is the designated hitter, Mike McGee.
Second out, runner still at first. It breaks up.
So at the plate, Mike McGee, and for McGee this season, batting .211 with 5 RBIs. First pitch to him in there for strike 1. The 0-1 just misses for ball 1. Hoffman having a little fun over there at first. Making these fielders second guess if he's stealing or not. 1-1 on the way. Fouled into the netting here by McGee, and now the count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bray with the 1-2. Got a piece. That one did McGee. It gets into his chest. The throw to first is not going to be in time as it bounces to the first baseman. That will allow McGee to reach. So he got a good read on it, but then it got into his chest, and he was not able to make the throw to first cleanly. And I think that's going to count as an error. Now at the plate will be number 13, Wyatt Foss. Runners at first and second now for Foss. That first pitch is swung on and missed. If we take a quick look at Foss on the season, 9 RBIs, .282 batting average. Phil Bray with the 0-1. Got a piece of that one, but it goes foul back and out of play. Bray readies and the 0-2. And McGee will foul that one off again. And I think I said McGee was wearing 23. He's wearing 13, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. 13 for Mike McGee. Or Wyatt Foss. Yeah, Wyatt Foss is at the plate now. I've got all sorts confused. McGee's at first via the error, and Foss is at the plate. There we go. We figured it out. Foss watches that one go inside for ball 1. Not an easy one to hold off on, but he does a good job of waiting on it and seeing it go inside. Now the 1-2. That is going to be inside, but it gets enough of the plate for strike 3, and that'll be the third out. That one goes looking. So 1 hit, but no runs, an error there for Isanti, and that moves us into the 3rd inning of play. After 2 full innings, we are still scoreless here in Mora. The Blue Devils and Redbirds going at it here in Eastern Mini League play. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back for the 3rd inning.
Make your next stop the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. Right now, save on all your favorites, like 20-pound propane refills for only $19.99, firewood $8.49, or 3 bundles for just $24. Holiday spring water gallons are just $2.99, and 20-pound bags of ice are $6.29, and 5-pound party bags of ice are just $2.69. you gotta stop somewhere, so make it the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City. We're a full-service lettering shop with a full line of athletic supplies for any sport. We have professional staff here at Lee's Pro Shop to customize your orders. We are the pros who specialize in athletic apparel and equipment. We even do trophies and awards as well as computerized engraving in the store. Let Lee's Pro Shop help you with any athletic apparel. Lee's Pro Shop, servicing our communities since 1973, where the passion for sports begins.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. It will be the Redbirds' turn at the plate now. As we get set for the top of the third inning, Eli Nelson will lead it off. It'll be the 8-9-1 batters due up for the Redbirds. Eli Nelson, Luke Selkin, and then back to the top of the order for Packy Lind. First pitch swinging, and that one is out towards right field. It's going to get just over the second baseman's head into the right field grass for a base hit for Eli Nelson. So first pitch, a base hit. And now coming to the plate is Luke Selkin, wearing number 22. Selkin will step into the right-handed batter's box. Blue Devils manager Jay Pautsky is telling his team, hey, watch the bunt here. Watch for the bunt. Showing bunt. It's popped up and into foul territory. So that one pops up for Selkin. Luke Selkin on the season. 256 with 3 RBIs and a home run. Runner at first is the leadoff man, and Selkin looked to bunt his way on, but that one popped up into foul territory. Lucky it wasn't caught. Check the runner at first, but he's back safely. Many of you might recognize the name Nathan Nelson, who's the starting pitcher tonight for the Mora Blue Devils, a 3-sport athlete for the Mora Mustangs. As this next pitch misses for ball 1. Audible gasp over there from the dugout for the Blue Devils. Yeah, that one was close. I thought it was in there, but was called ball 1. And now the 1-1. Ooh, that one just misses inside for ball 2. So 2-1 the count now for Luke Selkin. Nelson with the pitch. That one is swung on and foul. That actually hits off of Selkin himself, so that goes foul. Two. Nelson with the pitch. That one just stays high. That will run the count full as Selkin holds off on the swing. Looked like he might go around, but at the last second just does keep those shoulders back. And now the 3-2 and the pitch from Nelson. That one swung on, and fair ball down the third base line. That's going to roll a ways into left, and the runner from first will stay at second as the left fielder does get to it. But it is a base hit for Selkin, puts runners at first and second as we roll it to the top of the order now for Packy Lind. Packy Lind will now make his way to the plate. He flew out to left in that first inning. Nelson readies, and the first pitch to Lind. Just did get a piece of it, and that's foul by Lind. Redbirds wearing their all-whites today. The red shoulders of the jersey, the red letters and numbers on the front now. The red letters and numbers on the front of the jersey are red outlined in black. The number on the back is black outlined in red. This one is up in the zone, swung on and hit towards Foss at first. He calls for the ball, makes the grab for out number 1. So a fly out at first for the first out of the inning. And bringing to the plate, Ethan Smith.
First baseman number 13, Ethan Smith.
So Smith actually got on with a single, but then was thrown out at third trying to steal, and he wasn't even close, if we're being brutally honest. Just didn't get a good enough jump, honestly. First pitch to him misses high, and that's ball one. A lot of important town ball action here tonight. This is one of them, because if Isanti loses, man, they're giving up a lot of leverage to both North Branch and Chisago Lakes in their division. This one swung on. That's going to just get through the gap between third and short. And they're going to send the runner from second. They won't attempt to throw home. So it will be an RBI single for Ethan Smith, and the first run is on the board. So the runner scores from second. Runner still at first and second with one out, but the Redbirds are on the board first, leading 1-0. And now coming to the plate is Troy Jones. Time call here. Got it. The Josh Norby, the catcher, needed just a moment to kind of readjust his helmet there. And if I heard correctly, Troy Jones, they called him a traitor, so he must have used to play for the Blue Devils. Now he plays for the Redbirds or something like that. But first pitch to him is swung on, and that one also going to get through the gap. They're going to send the runner from second again. This time they'll throw home, but it will be cut off by Nathan Nelson. It will still score a run, and another RBI single, this time for Troy Jones. And back-to-back RBI singles score the run from second, and still runners at first and second with only one out. And it's a 2-0 lead now for Isanti. Coming to the plate now is Marcus Hubbard. Nelson with the pitch. That one fouled right at home plate. So the Redbirds wait through 2 full innings before they get their first runs on the board here tonight. Back-to-back RBIs from Ethan Smith and Troy Jones get those runs to cross. The 0-1 to Hubbard misses, and that's ball one. Now the 1-1. Swung on, but that's going to go foul right at the Redbirds dugout. Nice grab there by Brandon Camprud, sitting over there just outside the dugout. Nathan Nelson with the 1-2. Tried to get that one in there, a little bit different arm angle, but just misses, and that will even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one going to miss inside, and that will run the count full now for Hubbard, and this is not a good spot because if he walks him, that loads the bases, and, well, it'll be a really tough situation, and that is ball 4. So that one ran inside. It's ball 4. Bases are now loaded, and to the plate is Brent Tholen. Brent Tholen on the season. He has 16 RBIs, 2 home runs, 275 batting average. At 16 home runs is tied for second on the team. So he will definitely be looking to add on to that, maybe even take the team lead, which is coming into tonight 18. So he could definitely take sole possession of second place with a base hit, but could also tie the team lead at 19 or take the lead with 20, depending on how many he hits. This one is going to be a roller to short. They're going to get one at second. The throw to first not going to be in time, so it'll be a RBI and the fielder's choice. Runner from third moves up to home. Runner from second moves to third, but the runner going to second is out for out number 2. And again, Tholen reaches on the fielder's choice, but that elevates their lead now 3-0, and runners at the corners with 2 down. And at the plate, Brandon Camprud. That one swung on after the first pitch misses. That is going to go out of play for strike 1. Nelson trying to keep the damage at only 3. Jones there at third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Good looking pitch there for Nathan Nelson, coming back with that one. And now 1-2 count as Nathan Nelson tries to get the Blue Devils out of the top of the third. Pitch on the way. He did get a piece of it. Throw down to first, and Nathan Nelson makes the throw. Foss had to lean off a little bit, but he just does get the grab for the third out. 4 hits, 3 runs, and no errors there by Mora, and that will send us to the bottom of the third. So Nathan Nelson able to get that final out himself with the help of his first baseman, getting that stretch off of the bag for the third out. But now the Blue Devils have some work to do, as they will have 9, 1, and 2 batters due up here in the bottom of the third. Again, weather not ideal for July. This feels more like October, making me want to, typical white person drink, the pumpkin spice. Yeah, that's right. I like those. Make fun of me all you want. I like them. But it is making me want one. It is. Not going to lie. But then I know we're supposed to warm back up, and I'm going to be sitting there saying real quick that, yeah, never mind. I don't want summer to end, so. Yeah, although there are some cool things about fall and winter, give me 85. Give me 85. I take it all year long. I'll take 70s in the winter, but nothing else. That's it. So coming up to the plate is the catcher, Josh Norby. First pitch. Norby goes over his head again. Phil Bray having some fun out there with Josh Norby. So that one is going to be ball one. He lightly tosses it, kind of like a position player would in the MLB. Looked like about a 35-mile-an-hour pitch going over his head for ball one. That's the one thing about town ball, man, is you got guys here who have been playing for so long. They know how to have fun with it, too. Meanwhile, this one's going to, or actually it is going to be strike one on the outside part of the plate. It was just there. I watched it too, and somehow I got the wrong words out of my mouth. This next one's in there for strike 2, so now a 1-2 count for Josh Norby. Last time this happened, though, it was Nick Hoffman who actually got a base hit out of it. Let's see if Norby can do the same. Oh, this time it's going to beat him on the outside part of the plate for strike 3. So that is out number 1. Got him swinging on the outside part of the plate. And now we roll it to the top of the order for Logan Graves.
Center fielder number 5, Logan Graves.
So we have as many strikeouts and as many innings for Phil Bray so far. 3 strikeouts now into the third inning. That is in there for strike 1 to Logan Graves. The 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss from Graves. And now down 0-2. So quickly in this one we have a 0-2 count, and Bray got it in there. Got him down looking on strikes. And now quickly 2 down for the Blue Devils. Coming to the plate is Nathan Nelson. Now he was able to reach on a walk, then was picked off. Actually got him into a pickle more or less. And then as he was going to second, he realized, there's really no way out of this, and just kind of gave himself up trying to get the steal. But swings and misses on the first pitch. The 0-1, that misses for ball 1. Not too many pitches here tonight for Bray that have gone outside the zone. I'd say out of all the pitches he's thrown so far, Probably 90% of them have been strikes. That one will miss inside, though, for ball 2. First pitch strikes, I'm pretty sure he's, well, other than the 2 joke pitches he's thrown, he's at 100%. First pitch strike. 2-1 now. Ooh, just misses outside for ball 2. Or ball 3, rather. So Nathan Nelson now with a 3-1 count, trying to draw another walk. That just does miss. So Nathan Nelson will draw his second walk of the night, and that will bring Austin Peterson to the plate. Now, he struck out swinging in his first at-bat. He'll look to put one in play as the Blue Devils try and get on the board as the Redbirds look to have heated up the top of this inning offensively. Phil Bray with the windup and the pitch. In there, strike one. Throw down to first is actually going to get away from the first baseman, which will allow Nathan Nelson to just walk, kind of just take a leisure jog down to second.
The catcher tried to get him out there.
So the throwing error. So they got the strike call, but then threw it down to first as Nathan Nelson was leaning a little bit, but that throw was well off the mark, and it'll lead to a throwing error. And now Peterson follows this one out of play. Bray readies. Here's the 0-2. And Peterson just does get his bat on that one and fouled it off. Keep himself alive. 0-2. 2 down here. Runner is now at second after the throwing error. Bray with the pitch. Misses for ball 1. Catcher tried to frame that one, but yeah, that one did miss. And now Peterson, with a 1-2 count. One, 2. That misses high, and that's going to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Austin Peterson. Two. Peterson gets a piece of this one out towards left center. Center fielder on it. And makes the grab deep in center field for out number 3. No hits, no runs for the Blue Devils. An error there on the throw for the Redbirds. And that will end the 3rd inning. So, after 3 full innings, the Redbirds take a 3-0 lead over the Mora Blue Devils. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors here on KBEK.
The truth is, you don't have to be an athlete to need physical therapy. Car accidents, work accidents, and simply aging can take its toll on our bodies. Physical therapy consultants have merged their Isanti and North Branch clinics, but are still providing athletic training services to North Branch High School, and they can help you heal. Services like massage therapy, orthopedic care, and more. Physical therapy consultants can help. Call physical therapy consultants at 1-888-THERAPY.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Nice. 95.5 FM. KBK Ethan Game Day Gilman with you here in Mora for this town ball game between the Blue Devils of Mora and the Isanti Redbirds. Appreciate you listening, whether you're doing that on 95.5 FM or watching on our YouTube at Q Media Sports. And if you are watching on our YouTube, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. That way, if you are subscribed to the channel every time we go live with a local sporting event, you'll be notified, and all you have to do is click on that notification. It will take you right to the live video. Leading it off for the Isanti Redbirds here in the top of the 4th is Tyler Hand, and he looks at that one for strike 1. He flew out back in the 2nd inning. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and a good-looking pitch there from Nathan Nelson. Gets him down quickly, 0-2. On the way. And that just misses for ball 1. Still another good-looking pitch there for Nelson. Could have been, one that he can come back to later for a strikeout pitch, but that one just misses. 1-2 again. That gets him looking for strike 3. That is out number 1, and that's another strikeout looking for him. And believe it or not, that is now 3 strikeouts looking for him on the night. Now Eli Nelson will come to the plate for the Isanti Redbirds. So again, Eli Nelson batting .262, 5 RBIs on the season, and he watches his first pitch go by. 4 strike 1. That one going to miss, though, for ball 1. Nathan Nelson, again, I kind of like his pitching style. I'm more of the guy who likes the faster pitching. Now, don't get me wrong. I was also the guy who, when the MLB implemented the pitch clock in between pitches, was very upset because I didn't want the change because I like the traditional way of sports being played. Meanwhile, I do like the pitchers who are quicker in between. Meanwhile, another strikeout looking. That's going to be strikeout looking number 4 on the evening for Nathan Nelson. 2 down for the Redbirds, and now at the plate, Luke Selkin. Nathan Nelson, after the third inning, it was a rough one for him, but he's come back here in this one and has turned it up. And I believe he just graduated within I think it was this year or the last year, one of the two. There's a lot of Nelsons here from Mora, so not quite sure which one it is. Nice movement on the end of that pitch, and that one's in there for strike 1. That one had a late break on it, and that's in there, strike 1. 1-1 on the way from Nelson. He fires that one in, but it's going to be ball 2. Good-looking pitch nonetheless, but just does miss, and Nelson readies. Here's the 2-1. That one swung on and going to go back out of play. But that will even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes now for Luke Selkin. Singled back in the third. That one just going to miss. So that runs the count full now. Nathan Nelson readies. And that one going to be swung on, hit to third. And Hoffman just could not field it cleanly. And the runner is going to get to first. I think he definitely would have got him out. So it'd be an error, the first of the night for the Blue Devils. And that will roll the order back over to the top of it. Now Packy Lind. Packy Lind, this is his 3rd plate appearance in 4 innings. We will get a courtesy runner for Selkin at first. It will be number 26. I'll get that to you in just a moment. That will be, Grant Oliver. So Grant Oliver will be the courtesy runner at first. And Packy Lind at the plate. 2 flyouts for him here tonight. Nelson with the pitch. That one swung on and line drive out to left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Grant Oliver rounding second. Got some speed. They're going to send him. And at third. And play at the plate. No. Grant Oliver takes a tumble as he crosses the plate. Hey, he scored the run nonetheless. So it works. And that is going to wind up being a RBI double for Packy Lind. So with 2 down, a RBI double there for Packy Lind to make it 4-0. And now coming to the plate, Ethan Smith. He RBI singled last time around. That was part of 2 in a row for the Redbirds. Still 2 down, runner at second. Smith watches that one go by. Outside, ball 1. The 1-0 swung right back up the middle. It's going to hit the grass of the outfield, take a bounce. They're going to send the runner from second, and not sure where that throw was quite going. It misses the cutoff man, and Nathan Nelson has to grab it on the first base line, and another RBI double back-to-back again for the Redbirds, much like they did last inning. That'll keep a runner at second with 2 down, but now it's 5-0 for the Redbirds. And now Troy Jones comes to the plate, and he crossed as one of their 3, or he did not cross, but he did score a run batted in. So still 2 down, 5-0. First pitch here to Troy Jones. It misses inside for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on out towards left center. That one has a chance to get down. It will. Another one that's going to get down. It won't wind up being a double, but it's going to be another RBI, the 3rd in the row now for Isanti. This one's an RBI single, and all of a sudden, the Redbirds now lead 6-0. So Marcus Hubbard now coming to the plate. Hubbard is 0 for 1. He flew out back in the first and then walked in the third. Nelson readies. Here's the pitch. That one misses for ball 1. The 1-0 swung on, and that could get down in right field. It will. A shallow right field hit is going to get down. Another base hit. The runner from first moves to third, and now runners at the corners, 2 down after that single from Marcus Hubbard. And now at the plate is Brent Tholen, an RBI, a fielder's choice last time around. So 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout looking back in the second. And with that, looks like we will get a visit to the mound. And looks like we could possibly see a pitching change. Man, that's tough. 3 2/3 pitched for him. Gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, and he struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them went down looking. He hit 1, walked 1. So that will be it for him this evening, unfortunately. And that's so unfortunate because he was having a good night too, but unfortunately these last few batters have just gotten the best of him, and now we'll change pitcher. So it does look like Bryce Norby will come in from right. And be the new pitcher. So Bryce Norby will come in and be the new pitcher. Meanwhile, it looks like Nathan Nelson will go and replace him out in right. No, he'll move to second. So Nathan Nelson will move to second. And not sure who's going to play right as of this moment. Don't have a right fielder yet. But while we're waiting, we'll take a look at Bryce Norby's pitching stats this year for the Blue Devils. And number 11 will go out and play right field for the Blue Devils. That is Mason Nelson. But Bryce Norby on the season, he has got a 5.14 ERA, has struck out 5 in 7 innings pitched. So he'll come into a situation where I'm guessing he'll be asked to go at least 3 more innings before we see a new pitcher. So just based on how far we are in the season and how many games they've played, this would probably be the most he's pitched in one game. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would assume with this 4th inning not yet completed, I would guess he would be asked to go to at least the 7th. So that would be 3 1/3 innings, which in my estimation, that would be the most that he has had to do this year. Again, I could be wrong, but just based off of the games played and innings pitched, I would guess this would be the most that he's had in a game. So the few changes out there, well, actually, I'm wrong. Nathan Nelson will go to short.
Center fielder number 5, Brent Tholen.
Out and right is, well, I got a few changes here. I'm not quite, we're not going to guess anymore. We're going to keep it here. Brent Tholen at the plate now for the Redbirds. Norby, the first pitch to him, gets by the catcher, and Jones is going to take home on the pass ball. The runner from first moves to second. So the pass ball scores the run from third, and now it's 7-0 Blue Devils. Still 2 down for Isanti. Brent Tholen at the plate with a 1-0 count after that one gets by the catcher, Josh Norby. That one misses inside for ball 2. Swings and misses on that one. Got him guessing. And now that's 2 balls and 1 strike for Tholen. The 2-1 from Norby. Swing and a miss. Late on that one is Tholen and was not ready. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at second for the Redbirds here in the top of the 4th. Bryce Norby readies. And the 2-2. That one is swung on and hit out towards left center. It's back a ways, and it's gone. Brent Tholen with a 2-run homer. And, wow. That is going to make it 9-0. Redbirds. Still 2 outs, but that will empty the bases and bring up Brandon Camprud to the plate. Good-looking hit by Tholen with a 2-2 count. Brent Tholen, man. That one over the left field wall. And Brent Tholen, that now his 3rd home run on the season, tying the team lead at 3 with Troy Jones. First pitch now to Camprud is in there for strike 1. And the 0-1. Swung on, softly hit towards the shortstop. That's Nathan Nelson. Throw on to first is in time. Nice throw there by Nelson to get out of the top of the 4th. But some damage was done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 6 runs come across. And no errors there by Mora. Well, 1 error, excuse me. 1 error by Mora. Well, that will finally get the Blue Devils out of that inning, and now they have their work cut out for them. They need to get some back here in the bottom of the 4th. They trail 9-0. So Phil Bray going to come back out for another inning of work. Why not? I mean, he's earned it, obviously. So Phil Bray will warm up, but coming to the plate for the Blue Devils will be their 4, 5, 6 batters. That's Bryce Norby, Nick Hoffman, and Derek Gray. Well, now Derek Graves, I believe, did check out of the game, so we'll see. It does look like he will still bat. We'll see. I was really unsure of kind of the changes that happened top of this inning, so not real sure. But it will. One thing I do know is Bryce Norby is leading it off. That I know for sure. I'm not completely incompetent as a broadcaster. I'm blind and I can't do math, so I'm halfway. Bray with the first pitch to Norby, and that one is fouled off. Lefty versus lefty here. Oh, 1 for Norby. Phil Bray with the pitch. Ooh, got it in there for strike 2. I, much like Norby, did not think that was there, but That one just does clip enough of the zone for strike 2 in the 0-2 coming from Bray, and that will miss for ball 1. I enjoy watching batters sometimes when they crouch with the ball just to make sure the ball goes lower than they thought for the ball to justify them not swinging. I don't know if justify is the right word, but 1-2 on the way. Just does get a piece of it onto the second baseman. Throw on to first in time for out number 1. It's a quick out here for the Blue Devils. And coming to the plate now is number 40, Nick Hoffman.
Number 40, Nick Hoffman.
Got some veterans of both of these squads that are playing baseball in general for a long time, but town ball as well. Hoffman, one of those guys. Bray, one of those guys. I enjoy watching veterans play. This one is swung on. Hit it strong, but into shallow right. Both the second baseman and right fielder get there, but the second baseman reaches for it. Could not grab it. It looks like they're... Is that going to... Are they going to count that as an error? No. I think that'd be a base hit. Well, either way, he makes it to first. So,
Number 11.
Now at the plate is number 11, Mason Nelson. Gonna have a little gamesmanship over there at first between Bray and Hoffman. And the first pitch to Mason Nelson, inside for ball 1. Mason Nelson wears the number 11. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Mason Nelson swings and misses at that one for strike 1. It's now a 1-1 for Mason Nelson, and on the season, he is batting .154 with 3 RBIs. Swings and misses on that one for strike 2. 1 down, runner at first. The 1-2 pitch for Mason Nelson. Swing and miss, and that's out number 2. 2 down now for the Blue Devils. And coming to the plate is number 23, Mike McGee. McGee reached on an error back in the second, and unfortunately was not able to get any further than first base. That one fired in there from Bray for strike 1. Bray with the 0-1. And McGee got a piece of it. I think he fouled it off maybe a helmet or two. That's what it sounded like anyways. But that's going to go foul, and that will be strike 2. Breeze picking up here for just a moment. Breeze is a little bit chilly, I will say. 0-2. Ooh, inside, and that will be ball 1. McGee stuck in there. He was not going to move out of the box. Was willing to take the hit and move on to first, but just does miss him. Bray with the 1-2 pitch to McGee. That one swung on, hit out towards left center. It's in shallower, and the grab on the run by left fielder. He makes it for out number 3. Well, an impressive grab on the run there by Brandon Camprud for the out. 1 hit, no runs, and no errors there by Isanti. And we'll move forward to the 5th. And after 5 full innings, it's the Redbirds on top of the Mora Blue Devils 9-0. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on KBK.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Top of the fifth, leading off for the Redbirds, going to be number 30, Tyler Hand. Again, Bryce Norby came in for Nathan Nelson back last inning. Nathan Nelson up to that point was having a pretty good outing, but unfortunately the next few batters just got on top of him and were able to score 6 runs in that inning. So Hand watches that one miss high for ball 1. One 0 on the way. That one misses and rolls to the backstop. That's ball 2. (2-0), and that will miss as well. Now a 3-0 count for Tyler Hand. And the pitch. That one misses. So a 4-pitch walk drawn by the leadoff man, Tyler Hand, and that will bring up Eli Nelson.
Tyler Hand, designated hitter number 12, Eli Nelson.
So Nelson at the plate. 1 for 2, single and a strikeout looking. Third inning in a row, he saw the batter's box. Meanwhile, he looks at that one go by for strike 1. The 0-1 on the way. Ooh, misses high for ball 1. Good looking pitch from Norby, but just missing on that one. The 1-1 on the way. Got a piece of it. This could be 2 to second for 1 to first. No, they're not gonna. In fact, I think he may have dropped it.
Got the lead runner.
Well, if anything, they do get the lead runner out at second, but Nelson will reach at first. So I don't know. Is that going to be a fielder's choice, an error? I'm not sure. I would assume it's a fielder's choice. But now at the plate is Luke Selkin. He's also 1 for 2. He swings and misses at that one. Big swing and miss there for strike 1. We're at first still for the Redbirds. 1 down. And the 0-1 turns into 0-2 on a good-looking pitch from Norby. That gets in there, and now an 0-2. For Selkin, Bryce Norby readies. And the pitch. That's going to miss. For strike, for ball 1, but ooh, throw down to first, nearly got the runner. That was a lot closer than I think Eli Nelson was hoping for, and he's almost thrown out. Will be the first throw out from behind the plate we've seen tonight. Meanwhile, 1-2 for Bryce Norby. That is swung on and fouled into the netting. Keeps the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good conversation between Pautsky and Lind. Meanwhile, the 1-2 from Norby. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout there for Selkin is out number 2. Now, yes, there are 2 down for the Redbirds. The problem with that is the last time they had 2 down, well, they went on a 5-hit, 6-run inning. So just because there are 2 outs doesn't really mean anything. And it all started with Paculand. He hit an RBI double last inning. So Blue Devils hoping that not the case once again. That's in there, though, from Norby for strike one. 0-1. Gonna miss inside. And that is ball one. The 1-1 from Norby. Swung on and out towards left. That it looks like it could go foul, and it's going to stay fair, though, on that left field line. They're going to throw it in, but the runner from first is going to get to third, and Lind will stay at first with the base hit. I thought that one was going to get foul, but it stays fair. So runners at the corners, 2 down, and that's kind of how it started last inning. That 5-hit, 6-run streak that they went on, and now chance for them to do it again for the Redbirds. Ethan Smith at the plate as Norby and company try to grab that third out. That one in there, strike one. Good-looking pitch from Bryce Norby. Norby with the 0-1. That one is hit, but weakly fouled on the first base line by Ethan Smith, and it will run the count 0-2. So Norby trying to not allow what happened last inning here in this one, and he readies. And the 0-2. Got him looking on the outmost part of the zone for out number 3. And, well, you'll take it any way you can get it. 1 hit, no runs, and no errors there by Mora. So, there it is. The Blue Devils do not allow a run to cross, and the score remains 9-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Redbirds still with that lead, and the Blue Devils will have their chance to try and get on the board, erase this 9-0 deficit. But with Phil Bray out on the mound, it's gonna be really tough. So because next time that I talk to you won't be until Friday evening, I want to remind you that don't forget, every Friday morning during the morning shows, whether it be on this channel, 95.5 FM with Adam Hefty, or on 100.9 FM with Joshua Muron, during the morning shows every Friday morning, stay tuned for your chance to win a pair of St. Paul Saints tickets. That is right. Every Friday morning during the morning shows, you'll get your chance to text in and win a pair of St. Paul Saints tickets during the morning show. You'll be given a keyword to text in, and then you'll be entered for your chance to win a pair of St. Paul Saints tickets. So be sure to do that every Friday morning during the morning shows. Gives you another reason to tune in, but you know what? You shouldn't need another reason to tune in, because you know why? Our morning shows are just that good. Yeah, I said it. They're just that good. Our morning shows are fantastic, I tell you what. Best in the county. Coming to the plate now will be Wyatt Foss, the first baseman. Meanwhile, the first pitch to Foss misses for ball 1. Gets a hold of that one, and that one's going to go into foul territory and get down. Foul ball, and that's strike 1. One now for Foss. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2. The 1-2. Got a piece of that one, but it's popped up towards second. That's caught out in right by the second baseman for the first down. So one down for the Blue Devils, and now coming to the plate is Josh Norby, the catcher.
For the first out, it brings up the catcher, number 4, Josh Norby.
The pitch him on the way, fouled off right to the Redbird dugout. Everyone trying to reach over the fence there to try and grab it. But 0-1 now for Josh Norby. That one misses. And now a 1-1 count. The pitch from Bray. Inside, and that's ball 2. Norby on the night, 0 for 1, struck out back in the third. That one's going to miss low, and now ball 3. Hitters count at 3 balls, 1 strike. See if Norby can't put this one into play. That's going to be strike 2. He thought he was going to run to first for just a moment, but then as he kind of took a second look at it, you could see it run it through his head again, and he realized it was strike 2. Full count pitch on the way from Bray. Stays high, and that is ball 4. So this time he will get to make his way to first. 1 out, and now a runner at first for the Blue Devils, and we turn it over to the top of the order. And coming to the plate is Logan Graves. We will have a courtesy runner at first. That'll be number 44, Mike Schnabel. It will come in for Josh Norby. But again, at the plate now is Logan Graves. That one swung on and hit out towards left. It's on a line, but too much. And it's going to be caught by the left fielder for out number 2. Strong hit, but just right to the left fielder, unfortunately. So out number 2, and now to the plate, Nathan Nelson. He is 0 for 0 today because he has 2 walks drawn. Runner at first, 2 down. That one going to miss for ball 1. 1-0 now the count. The pitch in there for strike 1. Again, Phil Bray on the mound for the Redbirds if you're just tuning in. The 1-1 to Nelson. Nelson piece that one, pops it up, and over towards third. Phil Bray fakes like he's going to go after it, but the third baseman makes the grab for out number 3. Well, no hits, no runs, and no errors there by the Redbirds in this 5th inning. And after 5 full, our score remains 9-0, the Redbirds with the lead over the Mora Blue Devils. We'll be back for the 6th inning of play after a word from our fine sponsors here on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
Minnesota Twins baseball.
Twins 2, Blue Jays nothing, 9th inning. The 0-2 to Varsho. He struck him out! Twins win! Twins
Every
win!
hit, home run, or strikeout on the boat, on the lawnmower, or at work, all the action is right here.
This is Royce Lewis.
This is Ryan Jeffers. Hey, Twins fans, this is Rocco Baldelli. You can catch Twins baseball all season long right here.
The Twins!
On Cool Country 100.9 WCMP.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dales how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Game Day Gilman with you here on KBEK. And yes, as you heard one of the commercials say, over on 100.9 FM all season long, whether that's just to the end of the regular season or into playoffs or even the World Series, we will have all the Twins games on 100.9 FM WCMP all season long for you. So they aren't playing now. The next time you can catch them on 100.9 FM is Friday night. They'll be back in action in Colorado against the Rockies. So you can tune in Friday when they'll be back in play after the All-Star break. Of course, Buxton and Ryan are 2 All-Stars this year. Buxton making it clear he is a Twin for life, which is awesome, honestly. Especially when this organization has not been the smoothest run at times, when we've struggled year to year and had the ups and downs, but it's pretty cool to see him stay, especially as he's getting older. He could definitely easily be traded to a contender. I mean, I don't know if the Dodgers would really need his services out in center, but that's just one of the teams that come to mind. Cubs, the Cubs are our team. Heck, in our division alone, the Detroit Tigers out in center. I mean, just think about these teams. The Yankees could, I mean, there's a plethora of teams out there who are fighting for a spot. The Milwaukee Brewers, for instance, I mean, that could easily fight for his services, but he says nope. He has no trade clause, and he's not planning on waiving it, and he is a Twin for life, and again, I love it. Joe Ryan, on the other hand, well, he's excited about the trade deadline. And now, that can be interpreted in many different ways, because he could say, yeah, I'm excited for the trade deadline, and just mean it's a fun time of year, because as a fan, it is exciting. He is excited to see the movements. Now, he might not be saying that as, hey, I'm excited, I hope they trade me. He could be, but he also might be saying that, hey, I just like this time of year because it's fun to see who goes where. I don't know, but sounds like Joe Ryan might want to be traded, so we'll keep those speculations to ourselves for now. Meanwhile, here in this one, the Mora Blue Devils trail the Isanti Redbirds 9-0. Here in the top of the 6th, it's the Redbirds' turn at the plate once again, and leading it off will be number 2, Troy Jones.
Leading off is the shortstop, number 2.
Taking a glance over at the game there in Princeton between the Knights and the Panthers. Knights trail 9-6 there in the top of the 6th inning. Fox 9 over there broadcasting that game. So Troy Jones at the plate. So far tonight, 2 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the first, and then back-to-back innings he had an RBI single and actually came around to score in the 4th. This one's going to go inside on him for ball 1. The 1-0 from Norby is swung on and missed. Actually makes Jones' helmet come off. Big swing and miss. He's smiling, laughing about it. He'll sit back into the batter's box as Bryce Norby readies. Here's the 1-1. Did just get a piece of that one. Foul ball. So now a 1-2 count for Jones. And here's the pitch. Allen's going to be popped up and fouled backwards out of play. So Jones will keep himself alive. Count stays 1-2. Norby with the windup and the 1-2 pitch. Jones hits this one, and it's going to get through the third baseman. Again, read it correctly, was there in time, but it just got through him.
Hard struck. Got by the third baseman.
And now runner at first.
Brings up
At the plate will be Marcus Hubbard. That one swung on and hit just past the shortstop, Nathan Nelson. And it'll be a base hit for Hubbard.
Well struck. That got by the shortstop.
So runners at first and second now for the Redbirds. I don't know if they counted that one as an error or not when it went through the third baseman. We'll wait and see, but now to the plate is Brent Tholen. Home run last time he was at the plate. This one's going to go outside for ball one. They did count it as an error, so that's what I'll go with as well. This one swung on and fouled out of play. Tholen looking to add a couple more runs to this Redbird lead here in this inning. Norby with the 1-1. Tholen swinging, and I think he did just get a piece of it. Foul tip into the glove. But the count now 1-2. He had a 2-2 count last time he was up to hit that home run. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. The pitch from Norby. This one swung on. It's going to go high in the air, but it's not going to go deep enough. In fact, just off the infield dirt. Grab is made by the shortstop for out number one. Actually, it was called an infield fly rule. So that'll be out number one. And coming to the plate will be Brandon Camperud.
Left fielder, number 33, Brandon Kemprud.
Norby with the pitch. That one swung on. This could be two. Slow roller to the shortstop. Throw to second for one. They're not going to get the runner at first. So they will get the leadoff man there at second for out number two. But Camprud reaches first on the fielder's choice. So that will put runners at the corners with two down. And again, this Redbird team found some two-out magic a few innings ago. Now at the plate, instead of Tyler Hand, it's going to be number 6. That's Colton Abrahamson. And get a courtesy at third. That'll be number 20, Kellen Westfall. In for Jones. So runners at first and third, two down, and Colton Abrahamson. At the plate. First pitch to him is inside for ball one. As we will take a look at Abrahamson this season. 1,000 batting average. Drew a walk and has 2 hits in 3 plate appearances. This next one misses for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now for Colton Abrahamson. Bryce Norby with the pitch. Got a piece of it. This one has a chance to get into foul territory, and it will. Wasn't sure if that one was going to drift maybe back into play and get down for a hit, but it does go foul. So now a 2-1 count for Abrahamson. Again, only 3 plate appearances, but has the 2 hits, 1 drawn walk, and batting 1,000. Two-1. Here's the pitch from Norby. That's in there, and that's strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runners at the corners in the top of the 6th here for the Redbirds. Here's the 2-2. That's in there, strike 3, and that'll get them looking. That was a good-looking pitch there from Bryce Norby for out number 3. That'll leave 2 stranded, 1 hit, no runs for the Redbirds, and an error there by Mora. And we will head into the bottom of this 6th inning. Mora still looking for their first run of the evening. Again, they trail 9-zip. Have been out hit by the Redbirds 12-2. Each team now has 2 errors on the game.
5.5 full. Score remains 9-0.
So again, be sure to tune in to the morning shows, because if you're looking for ways you can catch up on more than just with this game, if you're thinking, hey, how can I catch up with other Town Ball games from the Eastern Mini League? Well, you can do that on our morning shows on 95.5 FM with Adam Hefty at 7:30 and 8:30, or over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. Excuse me, I swallowed air wrong. That's when you can catch your local sports updates, where we'll talk all the Eastern Mini League Town Ball games, plus regional and national sports as well. Now, once we get to fall and the high school sports, we'll talk basically all local sports, a little regional, and really no national at all. But during the summer, since there really aren't any local sports, but Town Ball, we talk Town Ball, and then about half and half with regional and national sports mixed in there as well. So that again, 7:30, 8:30 on KBK, 7:45, 8:45 on 100.9. So be sure to tune into the morning shows there. Not just for me, but the morning shows are entertaining anyways, because you've got Adam Hefty and Joshua Miron taking you through the mornings 5 days of the week. Coming to the plate to lead off for the Blue Devils is going to be number 15, Austin Peterson.
Austin Peterson.
First pitch to him is going to miss for ball 1. Phil Bray out there for another inning of work. The 1-0. And that misses for ball 2. Good looking frame job, though, by the catcher, Luke Selkin, but could not convince the ump. 2-0 on the way. Peterson gets a piece of that one out towards right. And the right fielder going to misread that one very poorly. That is, wow. He was well off the mark. He was going actually the opposite way of where that one was going. So, because of the misread ball, that's going to wind up being a double for Austin Peterson.
Leadoff double.
Hey, Blue Devils will take it. So, Bryce Norby now coming to the plate, and this is only the second time this evening that, or excuse me, the third time that the Blue Devils have had a runner in scoring position. But this time, no outs. And this one swung right back to Bray. A softly hit little liner to Bray, and he'll grab it for the first out. Well, that's not how you want to do it if you're Norby. A soft liner to the pitcher for out number 1. Now Nick Hoffman will make his way to the plate. Still one down. And a runner at second. And again, the last 2 times they've had a runner in scoring position. Well, the last time they had 1 out that quickly turned into 2, and then the time before that they already had 2. So a little bit better spot. They got him on in scoring position with nobody out as the leadoff man. Now the first pitch here, though, to Hoffman is in there on the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. That one misses. A lot of movement on that one. That is ball 1, though. The 1-1. Hoffman gets a piece of it, and the third baseman gloves it. Throw to first in time for out number 2. Good looking play there at third. Had to make a tough grab with the backhand. Turn completely around to make the throw in time to first. Now coming to the plate will be number 11, Mason Nelson.
Runner still at second.
So 2 down for the Blue Devils. Mason Nelson trying to extend this inning, trying to get the Blue Devils their first run. Here's the pitch from Bray. And that one's going to be low to Mason Nelson for ball 1. Bray readies. The 1-0 for Mason Nelson. Swing and a miss there from Nelson. 1-1 count. The 1-1. Checked his swing, and I'm going to say he went around, and that's going to be strike 2. Bray ready's trying to get the third out. That one is in there. Good looking movement on that pitch. That'll get Nelson down looking for out number 3. Well, they did get the one hit, but no runs off of the hit for the Blue Devils, and that will end the 6th inning of play. No errors for either side, and the 6th inning has come to a close. And after 6 full, the Redbirds still lead 9-0 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors here on KBEK.
Physical therapy. It's one of those services you don't think about until you need it. Pain happens. Count on the team at Physical Therapy Consultants to help. Physical Therapy Consultants, with locations in Zimmerman, St. Francis, Andover, Ham Lake, and recently merged North Branch and Isanti, accept all insurance plans, workers' comp, and auto. Their expertise can help you and your body repair. Find out how Physical Therapy Consultants can help you heal. Call 1-888-THERAPY today. That's 1-888-THERAPY. Physical Therapy Consultants.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Make your next stop the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. Right now, save on all your favorites, like Monster Energy Drinks, 4 for $8. Lots of Matzo Pizzas are 2 for $16.99. And those famous meal deals, hot dog or hot snack, chips, and an extra large pop for $3. Or any breakfast or lunch sandwich, hash brown, and 16-ounce Ghost, Bang, or C4 for just $5. Plus, propane is only $3.99 a gallon. You gotta stop somewhere, so make it the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Back on Nice 95.5 FM. A new pitcher out there for the Blue Devils. This time it will be Austin Peterson. I thought they might give Norby another inning, but they decided to go with Peterson instead. He's pitched 7 1/3 innings, has a ERA of 7.36. He has struck out 10 on the year for the Blue Devils, has Austin Peterson. 7th inning of play coming at you. The Redbirds lead 9-0. Peterson will get that final warm-up in, and we'll be set. Leading it off for the Redbirds is number 12, Eli Nelson.
For the Redbirds, number 12, Eli Nelson.
First pitch from Peterson. Ooh, nice job. Got it in there for strike 1. Now the 0-1 turns into 0-2 on that swing and miss from Eli Nelson. Got him out of his laces there almost. And Peterson will look to come back with one 0-2. And, just missing, but a good eye there from Nelson, as that is ball 1. That one swung on, hit right at first, and Foss with the play takes it himself to first for out number 1.
Foss over there at first base for the first out.
So 1 down for the Redbirds, and coming to the plate, Luke Selkin. First pitch to him misses for ball 1. That one is in there, though, for strike one. 1-1 now for Selkin. Austin Peterson, the pitch. Got him swinging and missing for strike two. Austin Peterson setting up for this one, the 1-2. That one swung on and hit out towards right. It is drifting into foul territory, and it's going to get down for a foul ball, which will keep the count at 1-2 strikes for Luke Selkin. The 1-2. Selkin gets this one out towards center, but the center fielder just has to take a couple steps backward, and he makes a grab for out number 2. So quickly 2 down here for the Redbirds and the Blue Devils, making quick work of the first 2 batters. And now coming to the plate is number 26. That will be Grant Oliver, if I could get my words out. This one is in there for strike one. So Oliver. That one misses for ball one. Austin Peterson has made quick work of the first 2 batters here for Isanti, and trying to get him to go 1-2-3, as this one's going to miss just inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch got him swinging and missing. That'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Grant Oliver. Time called. And Oliver will just take a moment for himself to regather. And now the 2-2. Just got a piece of it, and that is going to get down in shallow right for a base hit. So Oliver pokes that one opposite field. And with 2 down, runner at first for the Redbirds. Now at the plate will be Ethan Smith. And Smith on the evening, 3 for 4. With 2 singles, a double, 2 RBIs, and a strikeout back in the 5th. He struck out looking back in that 5th. First pitch to him misses, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 from Peterson. That will miss, and that's ball 2. (2-0) on the way. It will miss again. That's going to be ball 3. So Ethan Smith now with a 3-0 count. That's going to be in there for strike 1. 3-0, you'll rarely see players swing. We have seen it, but it is rare that players will swing 3-0. Now 3-1. We'll see if he gets green light or not. Well, he does, but that one is swung on and fouled out of play. That is deep into the weeds over there. They're going to try and send a couple of kids after it. A couple kids will race after it, but we'll see if they come up with it. Full count now for Ethan Smith, and time will be called. Oh, no, are they going to call Bach? Yeah, they do. So they call a Bach. Thought I heard time. Instead, it was a balk call. So the runner will move to second. Still a full count. And that one's going to miss for ball 4, which will send Ethan Smith to first on the walk. Runners at first and second now, 2 down. And coming to the plate is number 2, Troy Jones.
Shortstop number 2, Troy Jones, is up.
Peterson, the pitch. It's in there for strike 1 to Jones. Some of these you sit and wonder, why did they swing? Well, because we don't have the vantage point that they do down there. So 0-1 now to Jones. I know I think to myself that. That one's going to be popped up. Jones not too happy with himself, and the center fielder on the run. Just does hold on to that one for out number 3. That could have easily popped out, but he holds on for the third out. Well, 1 hit, no runs, and no errors by Mora. And we move to the bottom of the 7th. The Blue Devils still alive here in this one. And it is the 7th inning stretch. And speaking of, I am probably going to stretch myself. So bottom of the 7th coming your way. We will, looks like Phil Bray will be out for the 7th inning. Would not be surprised with only allowing 3 hits if he goes the distance, but we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, unfortunately for Hinckley, it's not been a great 6th inning. They've given up a ton of runs, and in fact now trail 15-6. They're 1 run away from being 10-run ruled in the 6th. No, excuse me, that would be the next inning. So, but still, they're 1 run away from being down 10 runs and being 10-run in the 7th. So they need to stop the bleeding, so to speak, and get things going back their way. It was close. I think they were down at 1.8-6, I think was the score. But it has been not going their way in the bottom of the 6th inning over there in Princeton. Was a good game up to that point, though, for them. It was a really good game. But I think they've changed a couple of pitchers now. But Princeton is one of the best in the Eastern Mini League this year. In fact, they are the best team in the Eastern Mini League this year. And it kind of started last year. Now, again, they've been a really good team for a long time, but it's been Hinckley. Hinckley's been the team to beat in the North. And last year, Princeton made some noise. And now this year, they're doing it again. And yeah, they're the best team in this league, bar none.
Leading off at the bottom of the 7th inning is a designated hitter number 23.
So leading it off will be Mike McGee for the Blue Devils. 0 for 2, reached on an error in the 2nd, then flew out in the 4th. First pitch to him is high for ball numero 1. That one swung on and into the netting. Foul ball. Potsky comes out and gives the new ball to the referee as he makes his way to third as the third base coach. Next one is in there, strike 2. Bray coming back with a nice looking pitch there. One ball, 2 strikes. Bray with the pitch. Ooh, that's inside, and that'll run the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, even. Bray with the pitch. And McGee just does make contact with this one. Fouls it into the netting here behind home plate. Keeps his count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two again. Swings and misses. And that's out number 1. 1 down, and Wyatt Foss coming to the plate.
First out results in a strikeout. Brings up the first baseman, number 13.
Wyatt Foss tonight 0 for 2 himself. Strikeout looking in the 2nd, and then flew out to 2nd in the 5th. First pitch to him is low this time for ball 1. The 1-0. That one swung on and hit out towards left. The left fielder, though, was able to run up on it and make the grab. For out number 2. And now coming to the plate will be Josh Norby with 2 down and nobody on.
Fly out to the left fielder for the second out. Brings up the left fielder, number 4, Josh Norby.
So Josh Norby went from his catcher spot out to left field and allowed Mason Nelson to take the catcher spot. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Phil Bray has gone 6 2/3 innings so far. He's given up 3 hits, no runs. This one misses as well. And now the count 2-0. On the way. That's in there for strike 1. Josh Norby 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out swinging in the 3rd and then drew a walk in the 5th. He's the only man to reach base in the 5th. Checks his swing, didn't go, and that one misses for ball 3. Bray was kind of waiting and saying, hey, you sure about that? It was close, but ball 3. The 3-1. Swing and a miss by Norby, and now a full count. The 3-2 misses for ball 4, and Josh Norby down to first. Coming to the plate now is number 44, Mike Schnabel. First pitch is ball 1 to him. Bray with the next pitch. That's in there, strike 1. So 2 down here for the Blue Devils in the bottom of the 7th. Runner at first. 1-1 count for Schnabel. Swing and a miss by Schnabel for strike 2. Phil Bray will ready. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is out number 3. So no hits, no runs there for the Blue Devils. No errors by the Redbirds. And that is it. 7 full innings of play. And on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, it is a 9-0 lead for Isanti over Mora. Now, Mora's done a good job of holding them without runs here the last few innings, but in fact the last 3. But they still trail 9-0.
Aurelius Manufacturing has been providing innovative solutions to customers since 1926. Specializing in the production of custom welded hydraulic cylinders for over 40 years, our focus is on providing value to customers through innovative problem solving, quality workmanship, and customer service. Our team works with your team to develop designs that provide the most value for your application. We leverage technology and craftsmanship, turning designs into finished products quickly and accurately. Aurelius Manufacturing is a proud sponsor of...
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
It's the top of the 8th, and the Redbirds have that lead. Austin Peterson will be out for another inning. Getting set to lead it off will be Marcus Hubbard for Isanti. So we got a new left fielder, as I'm told, usually managing, but out there for tonight is Walter Schwartz.
Third baseman, number 8, Marcus Hubbard.
Peterson with the first pitch. Hubbard swinging first pitch. That's going to get by the third baseman. Nathan Nelson at short. Throw to first. Going to pull him off the bag. He is safe. So will they count that as an error? We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, we got a helicopter flying overhead. Been hearing it for a while. Been wondering what it's been doing. Now, unfortunately, I hope that's not a medical helicopter. I combined the two words because that would be quite sad. Back to the game. A pitch outside now for Brent Tholen. 2-0 count, and yeah, that one's in there for strike one. 2-1 now for Tholen. That one swung on and fouled hard down the third base line to move it to an even 2-2 count. That one right back to the pitcher. Well, he was going to throw to second, had to pump fake, and then the throw to first in time. So it will be a double play.
That was a double play.
So you get the runner at second for one.
My counterpart just asked me, really? And after Mr. Cole, it's going to be the left fielder.
So, well, interesting. Yeah, interesting. Neither of them really ran. Just kind of jogging. Camprud now to the plate for the Redbirds. First pitch swinging. The third baseman makes the play on it. Throw to first. Well, not going to make the play. That'll be another error. They'll count it. Another error allows a run to reach, so 2 errors here for the Blue Devils, and this one swung on and fouled back by Colton Abrahamson. 2 down, runner at first for Isanti. 0-1 count for Abrahamson. That one's going to get the outside part of the play for strike 2. The 0-2 from Peterson. Swung right back up the middle. It's going to get through. And that's a base hit. So now runners at first and second. 2 down. And coming to the plate now is number 12, Eli Nelson. And Nelson, first pitch swing, gets it into the fence near the Mora dugout, foul. Peterson with the 0-1. That's in there, strike 2. Good-looking pitch from Peterson. And Nelson down 0-2. 2 outs, runner at first and second here, top of the 8th. That one swung on, and he's going to push it past the second baseman. They are going to send the runner from second. They're going to try and get the runner out at third, but he is into third safely. A RBI single there for Eli Nelson.
During this timeout, I'm going to call the 50-50.
So runners at the corners, 2 down, 10-0 is our score. In favor of the Redbirds, I should say. And now coming to the plate will be Luke Selkin. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Pitch from Peterson, misses for ball 1. And that one in there for strike 1 to Selkin. the 1-1. That one hit right back at the pitcher, and the throw to first is in plenty of time for the third out. Well, damage was done. 2 hits and a run come across. 2 errors, though, by Mora. And the top of the 8th is done and over. Well, the Blue Devils need at least 1 run for this game to continue into the 9th. Otherwise, the game will end here after 3 outs due to the 10-run rule. We'll keep it here, though. And since I'm going to make the post-game quickly. I want to make this post-game quick because I still have to drive back home, try and eat supper, and get to bed at a semi-decent time because I still got work in the morning. But I want to thank all of you who have tuned in so far tonight. Appreciate you for tuning in. And it is because of your loyal listenership that I am able to come out here and broadcast these games. I know you don't tune in for me. I get that. But I appreciate you tuning in because, well, simply put, if you're not tuning in, you see that nobody's tuning in, they tell me, hey, you don't need to come out to the games anymore because there's nobody listening or watching. So we don't need you to go out anymore. So I appreciate your loyal listenership. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do, whether it be spring, summer, fall, or winter. We appreciate all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. And again, you can stay tuned to the morning shows on 95.5 FM, 7:30 and 8:30, or on 100.9 at 7:45 and 8:45, where we'll talk local sports. Another way you can stay tuned is our websites on kbk.com or wcmpradio.com. You can listen to interviews with players and coaches, see articles from games that we've been at, and find the broadcast schedule. You can go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. It will have links for the games that we'll be at during that week of play, but that is subject to change. But those links will take you right to the live video. Another way you can stay tuned is our social medias. Our Facebook pages for both stations, our Instagram for both stations, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you have to do to be up to date with all things local sports, breaking sports news, LOIs, signings, coaches retiring, coaches being hired, interviews, games coming up, articles from games that we've been at, and so much more. Coming to the plate now will be, what was that, number 30? If that is, it'd be Aaron Nelson. And it is number 30, Aaron Nelson. So Aaron Nelson will come in. He swings and misses at this second one for strike one. 1-1 now for him. The 1-1 from Bray in there for strike 2. So Phil Bray will come out for another inning of work. The 1-2. Swing and miss by Aaron Nelson for out number 1. And Austin Peterson will come to the plate. He is 1 for 3 today with a double in the 6th. First pitch from Bray. Swung on and hit softly towards first. He'll make the grab and run to first himself for the out. So 3 unassisted for out number 2 on the grounder. And the Blue Devils are down to their final out. Here comes Bryce Norby. Again, this could be it, as the Redbirds need 1 more. Again, the Blue Devils need at least 1 run to extend the game into the 9th. But this pitch is in there for strike 1 from Bray. Good-looking pitch. And Bray will ready. Here's the 0-1. That one misses for ball 1. The 1-1 from Bray. Swung on and going to go foul out of play.
Here, you can come on up to the concession stand for a courtesy bag of popcorn.
One, 2 now from Bray. And swing and a miss from Norby. And that is going to do it. No hits, no runs for the Blue Devils. No errors by Isanti. And that will end our game. We're going to take a quick commercial break just so I can get stats done, and then we'll be back to recap this one. A short recap when we come back.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. Pineagency.us.
Back here on 95.5 FM KBEK. Going to wrap this one up pretty quickly just because, again, I'm cold and I got to get home at a decent time to get up for work tomorrow. But Phil Bray went all 8 innings for the Isanti Redbirds. Only allowed 3 hits, walked 4, and struck out 10. For the Blue Devils, it was Nathan Nelson starting it, 3 2/3, 9 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, and 4 strikeouts. Bryce Norby then came in for the 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and then Austin Peterson came in. 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts himself. As a team, they totaled 11 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 1 hit by pitch. So our player of the game would definitely be, no doubt, Phil Bray. 8 innings, 3 hits, 4 walks, and 10 strikeouts as this one ends 10-0. Isanti with the win. So that is going to do it, though, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all for tuning in again. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. Again, because you tune in, we get to come out here and continue to broadcast these games. Also want to thank all of our fine sponsors. An update from that game over in Princeton. The Knights have cut it down to a 15-7 lead, so they'll be down to their final 3 outs once the 9th inning begins. It's the bottom of the 8th there, and Princeton is still at the plate. They could end it that inning, so keep you up to date. Tune in to the morning shows to catch up with what's gone on tonight around the league as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, stay tuned. We'll be back here Friday as Mora will host yet another game against the North Branch Nighthawks, so tune in for that one. Remember, thank you all for tuning in. Thanks so much to all of our fine sponsors. Remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through. Your kindness could truly make their day. First of all, it costs nothing. It's free to be kind, and it really doesn't take that much. It takes so little to be kind and to make someone's day better. You'd be surprised. Thanks so much for tuning in for Nice 95.5. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.